Welcome back everybody to the channel. This week I've been testing the 2025 Cadillac CT5. Now this is the Cadillac CT5 in its premium luxury trim. So I've got all the nice fancy bells and whistles without all the performance that comes with a CT5V or CT5V Blackwing. So it's got a $73,000 as tested price. That is of course in Canadian as well. So let's find out if it's worth it. I'm going to show you the exterior, the interior, and of course POV drive. Let's get into it. So first up, as usual, we come around. It's raining, so I've got filming under an umbrella, so hopefully you don't hear it too much. But I really like this front end. It looks really clean. It's kind of presidential, if you will. There's something about those headlights that just look really good. I've got a front-facing camera, parking sensors, you name it. It's got the 360 camera system on here. No carbon fiber bits, because again, this isn't the Blackwing, but honestly, I'd still take it, even if it just looked like this. It just looks aggressive, and in this blue color, what's not to like? So next we're going to take a look under the hood of the Cadillac CT5. I have the 2-liter twin-scroll turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, giving us 237 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque. Now that is the base engine, so that's the standard engine that comes with this all Cadillac CT5Vs, whether you get a base model or the premium luxury. You can upgrade to a V6 twin turbo, and that's going to boost you to just quite a bit into the 300 horsepower mark. I've also got here on my CT5 that I'm testing a 10-speed automatic transmission, so not bad. So we'll find out if the less powerful engine is good enough. But for now, let's quickly go on to the side where you can see I've got these nice rims here. I really do like them. They kind of really match well with the color of the car. Blacked out just wouldn't do it justice here. I also don't mind that we have the non-blacked out badge trim. I like kind of the silver little shine to the side of the CT5V. Also, I like the door handles. They're kind of fake. It's an interesting setup. I don't have a freehand, so I can't show you, but it's this blue color. If I back up here, this blue color looks really good with these rims. I really find it hard to complain, and I also don't hate the chrome either. Next, last but not least, is the back for the Cadillac CT5. Very nice. We've got the CT5 badge right here, as well as the 350T badge. They did not hide the exhaust, although there's not much of a sound coming out of it. They still didn't hide it. I like to see that. It's the classic look, classic tail lights. Nothing really crazy going on here, but I still really enjoy it. And last but not least, I have the trunk. It is not an automatic opening and closing trunk, at least not on my trim, but still got a ton of space for a subcompact luxury vehicle like this one. Still very nice. Got the floor mats in there with the Cadillac logo. Ton of space for pretty much anything I need just as a family guy. So I don't have anything to complain about here either. So that's going to about do it for my full tour of the exterior of the Cadillac CT5. Let's hop on the inside and take a look what's new in there. All right, first up, as usual, is the rear of the Cadillac. But look, fake door handle. So if I pull here, it doesn't work. There's actually a button underneath that you have to press, and then the door opens. Something new for at least 2025, because I don't think I checked out the Cadillac CTs last year. But anyways, starting off with the back, nice carbon fiber trim here. Nice material here as well with the nice beige color, or baseball glove color, as I like to kind of call it. Still really cool. You can see we've got the Cadillac symbol right there. The headrests are kind of small, so when it comes to like installing a mirror, was difficult to do, but small headrests, but decent amount of foot room, so let's actually hop in here. Easy to do, easy to get in. Close the door, boom. Nice window. There's no sunshade or anything like that. There's not a ton of headroom back here. Like I've got like this little cutout, but my head is actually quite close. Like I'm like rubbing up against this here back here. So the seats are either too high or it slopes back way too aggressively. But in terms of a baby seat, completely fine. Fits very well. Anchors are easy to access. No problem there. I do have vents back here, and as well as one USB-C charge port, as well as your kind of cigarette lighter thing there. No problem with the vent. I don't really feel like I need climate control. That's just like an extra luxury feature that you could possibly add on, but I don't think I need it. I like the vents being back here. I've got enough leg room. Foot room too is good. This is my driver profile, so excellent too. And again, baby seat does not compromise the front passenger's footwell space, so that's perfectly good too. But so there is some cup holders that can come down, but my child seat's in the way, so it doesn't come all the way down. But honestly, not something I really need to use. But yeah, overall, really comfortable in the back seat, just missing a little bit of headroom, but let's check out up front. All right, next up as usual, front seat, fake door handles again for the front seat. I like the carbon fiber trim though. Up here we see we've got 2 sets of memory seat settings, a trunk button, and our standard window controls right there. Taking a look at the seats, it's all power adjustable. I can activate the massage button from here. I've got kind of like this leg extender that's manually adjusted, which is nice. Seats are really nice. The bolstering is quite tight, though. I do like the material here, though. Nice and big headrest. Same thing for the passenger. So let's hop in. So hop in, close the door. You're greeted with a quite big Cadillac steering wheel. I think it actually looks quite nice. I do like the overall vibe and look of it. Especially for the CT5, it's not a small vehicle. So let's look. Physical buttons all the way along, so very nice. Some media controls, as well as the gauge cluster controls slightly are here as well. This button would be for the V button if this was the CT5V or CT5V Blackwing. You'll get the little V button there. I don't have it. This is just the CT5. So moving on to the left-hand side. Getting mixed up. Left-hand side is phone controls. We do have the Super Cruise, so you can see this guy right here will turn green or blue when it's able to activate, and green and stuff like that when it's on, so it can change lanes for me. And basically it's sort of like GM's autopilot. So heated steering button there as well. Metallic paddle shifters, although I'm probably not going to use them very often. Nice to see and have. Then we got illumination control as well as our parking brake. And then we come to the big boy, the big infotainment display / gauge cluster, which I can kind of change the theme. So right now I've got it in the gauge mode. I can change it to map, which we have Google Maps built in because this is powered by Android Automotive. And then I can also have a clean, but I usually go gauge. And then also over here, I can see the trip distance and stuff like that all the way on the left, or I could just have it blank. And then this is also what you're going to use to control your heads up display, which just kind of displays the speed and turn by turn should you need it. Then we move over to our digital infotainment display. You can pretty much control every single setting in here. Built-in Amazon Alexa, 360-degree camera, pretty decent stuff from GM. Right now I'm using this little dial to go around it. It's pretty easy to do. That's why I like it a little bit better. But it is a touchscreen should you want. You can control the ambient lighting, the climate. Got built-in Waze, YouTube Music, and Spotify. And this one actually does have Apple CarPlay, which is quite interesting because a lot of the new GM products don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You're stuck on using the native thing. This is how it should be, though. I mean, I can use Spotify native. It's very nice to do so. But say I don't want to and I want to use CarPlay, I can do that. Although CarPlay kind of looks a little strange on the screen, doesn't take up the full screen. They kind of just put it in, but I'd rather them put it in than it not be here at all, so I'm happy with that. Moving on a little bit lower, physical buttons for all of our HVAC control, dual zone automatic climate control, heated seats, ventilated seats as well, 360-degree camera button, lane keep assist button, wireless charger. I've got some drive modes here as well. You can see I'm in Tour, I got Sport, I got Snow and Ice. I've got the My Mode, which you can customize stuff in, and Tour is basically the normal one. So there you go. I've also got a brake hold, and I've got the traction control off button. The classic Cadillac gear shifter, nothing much has changed there. All your quick access buttons, as well as the ability to rotate this dial, very nice. A little bit of storage inside here, not bad. And we have the passenger seat with kind of the design of the dashboard, a little bit of carbon fiber there. Looks really clean, looks very nice, no huge complaints there at all. I think it's a classic Cadillac CT5 or CT4 interior, and I do still like it. I just really like that it got like the love that it deserves in terms of the infotainment display. Like the last time I had it, the car was very nice, performed very well, but it just didn't look great because the infotainment wasn't up to par, but now it definitely is. Last but not least, digital rear view mirror. We like this as well. Very nice touch, and a dual sunroof. Not bad. Not bad at all. But let me strap the GoPro to my forehead and let's take it for a drive. All right, out on the road now with the 2025 Cadillac CT5. And in front of us, look at this, we have the CTS. A older version, but still pretty nice looking. I think Cadillac have aged quite well. And I mean, my last experience with a Cadillac sedan was with the CT4V. So obviously in the CT5, I missed that little V badge and that little boost in performance that comes with having a V badge on your Cadillac. But I don't feel like it's something that I've really needed. Like if I'm trying to think about it as if like I'm just trying to hop in this vehicle and I just like the look. I don't care about performance, and I also like the luxury elements that come with the Cadillac. I like this new design, and I just like overall the way it drives. I'm trying to look at it like that because I think you could save a little bit of money and still get a pretty quick vehicle, or a pretty quick Cadillac, because this thing has surprised me in its pickup, because I've got the standard engine. I don't have the upgraded engine in here, so it's been pretty cool. We'll see it in just a moment here. We're just going to come up to this stoplight, and then we'll have a place where we can and let it loose just a little bit. Of course, within the speed limit, because I don't feel like having my license suspended. Not that I'm close or anything, but we won't push it. Obviously, this is also a CT5 that you really can't get yourself. Well, you could get yourself in trouble with any car, but it'd be difficult. You'd really have to push it quite a bit. Because here, I'll give this person ahead of me some space because I'm quite a bit faster than that car in front of me. That is a very nice BMW, sir. And let's give it some beams. Here we go. So right up to 80 kilometers, really, really quick. I mean, I was surprised the first time I put my foot down in this vehicle. It was really, really quick. And we're gonna overtake some slower traffic here with absolute ease. So yeah, it was surprisingly quick. I expected it to be a lot slower for just the basic engine, but they've tuned this smaller engine, this standard engine, really, really well. It's just really, really nice. It's got really good pickup. The all-wheel drive, of course, is going to help, but man, the pickup was just surprising. Metallic paddle shifters. The quality in here is really good. Built-in Super Cruise, which, let me tell you, in Montreal highway driving traffic, it has been elite. On Highway 20, I can turn the Super Cruise on, it knows what to do, and it will follow traffic at a decent pace. It's not leaving enough of a space that I'm constantly getting cut off, but it's also following it close enough that if it doesn't break or whatever, I still have time to take control of the vehicle and react. And also, Super Cruise has gotten a lot better since the last time that I remember using it, so good on GM for continuing to improve that software, and it's just really good to see it here implemented into the CT5. Handling and everything is pretty decent. I'm pretty much always in sport mode. I never am out of it. I just love driving this thing in sport mode. I like the pickup, I like the feel, I like the stiff steering, and I like the braking response from the full sport mode of this vehicle, so I'm pretty much always in it. Ride quality's been good. It doesn't really adapt too much. Whether I'm in tour or sport, it's kind of the same. The seats help. Seats are quite comfortable. The bolstering's nice. I've got massage seats and everything like that, so that's all been really, really good to experience. It's more on the luxury side. This is more, I'd say this is more of a luxury subcompact sedan than a fast one. If you get the V and the Blackwing, obviously that becomes that sentiment changes quite a bit. But yeah, for what it is, it's very comfortable, very easy to use, convenient, got a ton of space in it. It's a subcompact, but it's kind of pushing it because you do have quite a bit of room in the back, and of course in the trunk we've got a good amount of room too, and visibility is good. Of course, I've got this digital rear view mirror here, which I'll use whenever my child is not in the car. So and at nighttime is pretty good. Cameras are high quality too. Everything that you would need is right here, and also visibility wise is good. The mirrors are a little narrow, a little small, but it's fine for the size of the vehicle. This isn't a honking, this isn't a big pickup truck or anything. So it does the job quite effectively, and it's not hard to park or move around in parking lots because you have a 360-degree camera that I can kind of just put on whenever I want. It's extremely distracting to do this, so I don't do that, and usually I will turn it off. So, but you can, should you want to, and yeah, I just think it's a decent experience. I like how big the steering wheel is. I like how big it is. They could have made it smaller, probably, and got away with it, but I like it. It kind of feels like the same steering wheel of like an Escalade. Nice and big, nice and maneuverable. You can kind of grab it and be comfortable from any area because of that. And the shifter is very nice to put your hand on should you want to rest it on there, like me. If you're somebody that drives one hand and just kind of, this is my driving position here, it's quite comfortable, I might say. And yeah, look, that was the biggest question is do you need the V-bits to really make it? Of course, for me, yes. If I was going to spend my hard-earned money on this, I'd want the V. I'd want the max performance. I'd want the looks with the performance to back it up, because this car looks phenomenal, but the performance is good in its base model should you still want one. But I would just need that little extra boost to really make it something else and make it special, and then you just have kind of the perfect thing. I think the Blackwing is might be one of the best cars on sale right now still, and I haven't even driven one. It's just me looking at it and what it is and what I think it can do, and the V8 that's in there, and oh my goodness God, it just looks like it's right up my alley. But we haven't had our chance to get behind the wheel of it yet. I'm sure it will come, but yeah, just for me, yes, I would need it. But I think for most people who just like the look and you want more luxury with like a nice looking sedan, and you just like the Cadillac brand, you'd be fine with just the premium luxury CT5. I think you'd be fine. Maybe you'd be fine with just the sport one too. It's gonna do you very, very well. But of course, as usual, I want to know what you think. What do you think of the Cadillac CT5? Do you prefer the CT4 possibly? Would you get the V? Do you need the V to justify this $73,000 as tested price? Or are you completely fine with the way this looks and you would go out and buy it in this trim or in this configuration? I really am curious. Also, owners, let me know what you guys think. How's it been long-term to own, whether it's the Cadillac CT5, CT5V? If you own a Blackwing, that's nuts. How's it been? How's the ownership experience been? Reliable, not reliable, horror story, success stories? I want to hear them all. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one. The more you like and subscribe, the more cars and opportunities I can get to show you. So if you like my opinions, you like what I say, you like how I present the vehicles, and you want to see me do more, well, you liking and subscribing is a big way to help me do that. And with that being said, I will see you in the next week. See you in the next car. Take care.